It appeared out of nowhere. On a quiet morning in late July 2025, fans scrolling through their timelines were stunned by an image that felt both shocking and inevitable. A full tour list titled Jungkook Golden Moment World Tour 2025, complete with 20 cities, a date range, venue types, and even a teaser tagline. No watermark, no agency confirmation, just raw, undeniable hope packaged in pixels. Within hours, the internet exploded. Hashtag Jungkook World Tour shot up to the #1 trending spot worldwide. Fan-made teaser trailers emerged on YouTube and TikTok using the poster as a base. Armies across multiple countries began preparing concert banners, cafe events, and even fan-light distribution plans, all before a single confirmation. The hysteria was unlike anything seen since BTS announced permission to dance on stage back in 2021. But this time, it wasn't even official. And yet, it felt realer than reality. Why did the world believe so quickly? To understand that, we must look back at the past 2 years, the silence, the waiting, the longing. Jungkook had been largely absent during military service. While he occasionally appeared in pre-recorded content and left cryptic updates on Weverse, nothing compared to the raw, spontaneous energy of his earlier live streams. His 2023 to 2024 era was golden, literally. His solo debut, 7, broke records, followed by 3D and his full album Golden, which catapulted him into global superstardom outside BTS. But once enlistment began, the flame dimmed. Fans waited, not just for music, but for a sign. So when a tour poster suddenly surfaced showing a world that missed him deeply finally getting to see him live, who wouldn't believe? Sometimes belief isn't about facts, it's about need. One of the most emotionally charged elements of the poster was this. For the first time ever, a BTS member appeared to be prioritizing countries in the global south. Jakarta was listed. Mumbai made the cut. Bangkok, Rio de Janeiro, and Manila too. Historically underrepresented in K-pop tours due to logistics or market assumptions, these countries finally felt seen. Indian armies were especially loud. The mere possibility of Jungkook performing in Mumbai had fans creating entire fan hubs, collecting tour fund donations, designing merch, and even rallying artists to create tribute murals, all before a single confirmation. The hysteria was unlike anything seen since BTS announced permission to dance on stage back in 2021. But this time, it wasn't even official. As the rumor ballooned, it forced major media outlets to respond. India Times, Korea Boo, Rolling Stone, the Korea Herald, and even CNN Philippines ran features breaking down the poster's layout, speculating on its font choice, and comparing it to past official HYBE designs. Entertainment reporters began reaching out to HYBE for clarification, but none came. In fact, HYBE's total silence became a headline of its own. HYBE remains silent as Jungkook tour poster goes global, Rolling Stone Korea. Rumor or reality, Jungkook's tour sparks media storm with no confirmation, all K-pop. How one fan poster took over the world, India Times. As with past BTS comebacks, silence from HYBE often indicated something was happening behind the scenes. But this time, the lack of denial made fans ask, if it's fake, why not say so? In true ARMY fashion, fandom detectives emerged. Dozens of Reddit threads popped up in r/Bangtan, r/Kpop, and r/BTS7 with theories dissecting the poster. Some notable ones included venue validation theory. Fans fact-checked every venue listed, 16 out of 20 were available and unbooked for the dates mentioned, raising suspicion. Font forensics. Multiple users pointed out that the fonts used were identical to previous HYBE tour materials. Flight pattern logic. A fan charted the tour route on a world map to prove it followed a logical, fuel-efficient path, something a real tour planner would do. A spreadsheet titled Jungkook 2025 World Tour Possibility Matrix gained over 12,000 upvotes, with columns labeled City, Feasibility, venue size, and likelihood, 1 to 10, Mumbai was rated a 9.5. Whether it was real or fake didn't matter anymore. The fandom had decided it was worthy of existing. One of the most puzzling questions was HYBE's refusal to address the rumor. They've debunked false stories before. When malicious edits of Jungkook circulated during enlistment, they swiftly issued statements. When fake news about solo disbandment spread, they responded within hours. So why now, in the face of the biggest viral rumor of Jungkook's post-military career, nothing? Some theories suggest HYBE is letting the rumor test market heat, gauging which countries respond loudest. Others think the leak was internal and someone from the tour planning team accidentally released a draft. There's also speculation that the poster is part of an alternate reality game, an ARG, a new form of marketing where fans are drawn into mystery. But without clarity, all roads lead to speculation. Why do fans cling so tightly to unconfirmed rumors? Why would millions choose to believe a tour exists even when there's no announcement? The answer lies in the unique emotional bond between Jungkook and his fans. For nearly a decade, Jungkook has been more than a performer. He's been a source of healing, a symbol of growth, and a mirror to millions of people's coming-of-age stories. When he enlisted in the military, fans described it as a temporary grief. They knew he'd return, but the absence still felt crushing. So now that he's back, the fandom is in emotional overdrive. They're not just watching his return, they're writing it into existence. This isn't about whether the tour is real, one army posted. It's about finally feeling him near again. When someone has been a comfort during your hardest days, even a fictional concert can feel like hope. Jungkook and BTS have a long history of unconfirmed rumors turning into major real-world moments. This isn't the first time fans have been right. 2022, Seven leak. 2 months before Seven was announced, fans discovered a trademark filing and a leaked audio snippet titled JK1. HYBE denied it. 2 months later, Seven was real, global, and history-making. 2023, Golden album speculation. A fan-made track list featuring 3D, Hate You, and Shot Glass of Tears went viral. People laughed it off as fake. Weeks later, HYBE unveiled Golden with nearly every title intact. 2024, solo stage at HYBE Family Concert. Fans speculated Jungkook would perform a new unreleased song. The agency teased no such thing. That night he debuted Yes or No live. Fans are right, again! The point? In the BTS universe, fan instinct is rarely wrong. So when fans say this tour feels real, it might not be wishful thinking. It might be intuition. In the days following the viral leak, something astonishing happened. The fandom didn't wait for HYBE. They created the tour themselves. Indonesian armies launched a website counting down to Jakarta Day. Brazilian fans created tour bus mock-ups with Jungkook's face on them and plastered them across Sao Paulo. Indian fan bases pooled funds to rent LED billboards in Mumbai that read, "Jungkook, Mumbai awaits you." Cafes began printing Golden Moment-themed drinks. TikTok creators began uploading tour outfit ideas. Some artists even designed fake VIP lanyards and limited edition light sticks. In Seoul, a subway station wall was covered with a full fan replica of the poster, printed and pasted overnight by fans who simply said, "If HYBE won't promote it, we will." What was once a rumor had become a movement. Amid all the noise, a quieter undercurrent is building. What does this mean for BTS's long-awaited OT7 comeback in 2026? Here's what we know. BTS will be officially reunited as all members complete military service by mid-2025. HYBE has already confirmed a full album and world tour in 2026. Preparations are starting now, including solo and unit projects. If Jungkook does launch a solo world tour this year, it sets a huge precedent. It becomes a test run for the group's logistics. It allows Jungkook to reestablish his stage dominance before reuniting with BTS. And, most importantly, it heats up the global market ahead of BTS's return. It's not competition, it's momentum. Some insiders suggest that Jungkook's tour, if real, could end in March 2026, seamlessly leading into BTS's group tour announcement. If true, this would make him not only the face of BTS's comeback, but the spark that lights the fuse. As July comes to an end, the rumor still lives. HYBE has said nothing. Jungkook has teased nothing more. The poster still circulates, shared millions of times per day. And yet, no denial, no confirmation, just silence. But in that silence, something powerful has happened. A collective dream was born, nurtured not by marketing or strategy, but by pure love. Jungkook may not know who designed the poster. HYBE may never address it. But millions of people will remember this moment forever, because for a few days, the world dreamed together. What if the tour was never real? What if no concert was planned? What if it all began from the imagination of one anonymous fan and spiraled into a global fantasy? Would that make it meaningless? Absolutely not. If anything, it proves one thing. Jungkook's connection to his fans transcends reality. He doesn't need a microphone in his hand to make people scream. He doesn't need a press release to cause headlines. He doesn't even need to appear, and still, he's the center of the global stage. That is a power no rumor can contain.